NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. They're still compensating, guys, for the loss of Tony Wroten.
Kevin, it's always hard when you have to go without your full complement of players, guys that you're expecting to be available in your rotation. But that's why you have reserves. They get an opportunity to step up in those situations.
And every team has to deal with injuries at some point in the season. We'll see if they can handle it. Some teams are just better prepared than others.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Robert Covington out there with Okafor. Then it's Noel. Then there's Ezail Iverson.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. Now Thomas. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Sellinger, no good. The pass to Okafor. The drive by Iverson. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Thomas goes in, and the rejection by Noel. And Sellinger kicks to Bradley. 6 to shoot.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Celtics.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Now, here's Thomas. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Thomas got his first bucket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Covington. Lets it go from 11. That one a little long.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft with the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And Iverson gets it to go.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And Thomas, here we go. That one goes. Covered.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
And here are the 76ers now. After the made shot by David Lee, the feed to Covington. From deep, Iverson. Another miss by Iverson.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Pass to Lee. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Pass to Covington. He kicks it to Iverson. He dishes it to Noel. Back to Iverson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
Now here's Thomas. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
76ers trailing. Kicks to Iverson. Good on the three-point shot. Iverson's got 7 points in the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Sullinger the screen. Thomas kicks to Bradley. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. In fourth, the Celtics.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
First one falls for him. And so Bradley nails both of them. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's a screen by Noel. Iverson against Bradley. Here's Grant. Lee gets the rebound.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. To the middle. Here's Crowder. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Amir Johnson's checked in for the Celtics. Thompson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Iverson against Bradley. Dishes it to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Cannon, the fast. Oh!
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Here's Thomas. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Sullinger the screen. And Thomas, here we go. Can't make good off the screen.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Thompson. Offline with his 3. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Bradley. And the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And some changes here for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Sullinger. Urebko comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Turner in for Thomas. No one near Turner as he lets it go. No good on the quick 3. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. right at the 50% mark. Grant dishes to Thompson. Here's Stauskas. Screen by Grant. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Bradley. It's deflected. Johnson outside. Now Urebko feeds to Bradley. There's the triple. There's the bucket. Good. Bradley's got 9.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Cannon kicks to Grant. To the paint, here's Thompson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
No coverage that time. That's 12 points for Avery Bradley. Here's Cannon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Now the dish to Urebko. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. The shot by Turner, no good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Stauskas' shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Bradley. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Nick Stauskas had some great moments on the court last season, guys, but perhaps his most memorable contribution was his nickname of Sauce Castillo. Came out of nowhere, but it stuck with him, and he's going with it. I'd love to hear the story behind that.
Well, Clark, as you were talking about Nick Stauskas, he earned the name Sauce Castillo last year. Came about when a bad translation on a Kings game referred to him as that name in closed caption.
And guys, credit to Stauskas because he ran with it, made the most of the opportunity, even launched his own Sauce Castillo hot sauce. And I can't attest to if the sauce is any good, Kevin, but I'm still waiting for a taste test.
I am too. Put it on what? And put it on bread and crackers and
hamburgers.
Hamburgers. Okay, we'll try it.
Yeah.
We'll try it. The Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. The shot by Turner, no good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Now here's Turner. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Sampson, the pass to Pressey. Here's Stauskas. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Celtics with the lead. Left side, Bradley. Floats one up. Got a hand on it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.